PlaqueBoyMax is beefing from hospital bed. If you guys been keeping up with the streamer sphere, you would know that Talil went to the hospital because he blew up a bottle full of dry ice and whatever other concoction they put together. And he met PlaqueBoyMax at the hospital. They just so happen to be at the same hospital. Based off what I'm seeing here, he hasn't left the hospital. Maybe, but let's see what's going on and let's see who's deciding to beef with somebody that's literally in the hospital. Let's lock in.
What's poppin', y'all? Just the other day, PlaqueBoyMax found himself hospitalized at the same hospital as Ty Lil, who after a science experiment gone wrong, dislocated 2 of his fingers from his hand. It looked like he almost had a 4 extra situation where that guy blew up his hand with fireworks, but they ended up in the hospital together, and PlaqueBoyMax was there because he couldn't feel like one side of his face or move his arms, and he's still there. They were saying it's nerve damage. We don't know what it is. He seems to be getting a bit better, but while the man was weak, while the man was down, the injured, was it gazelle, antelope? What is it that the lionesses hunt? A producer decided to go in on PlaqueBoyMax for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And he decided to go in on him with something that nobody has ever said in life. And he tweets, and this is Cardo Got Wings, who is a producer. He's known for working with Playboi Carti. He's done a bunch of stuff with Larry June. I would say he's not more known with working with Larry June, but he's done a lot of stuff with Larry June. And he says, rap dying. And if y'all think PlaqueBoyMax weak saving anything, y'all all crazy.
What? Yo, how did you get there? How did you get there? I mean, his thing makes sense, Madman. How did you get there? He must have had a conversation with some of his homies, and his homies were like, bro, PlaqueBoyMax is the next one up. What?
Nothing that dude does impresses me. And this is, and he says, y'all gonna learn not to F with me. And this is the thing. Nobody has ever said PlaqueBoyMax was saving anything, ever, in life. And this guy's upset that rap's dead. But if rap, and he's talking about that later on, we're going to see that he talks about that he's up. But let's just move on. PlaqueBoyMax responds to this on X and shows an Instagram DM that he received from September 8th, 2024.
A year ago.
And he says, let's turn up. And that's from Cardo Got Wings. So this is a year ago that he was trying to link up with PlaqueBoyMax and work with him in some capacity. So if nothing that the guy does impresses you, why would you want to link up with him? And it's not even his music. He said nothing that he does, which is just a disgusting level of hate. And PlaqueBoyMax posts a photo of him on the hospital bed saying, lame mad dude got me tweeting from my hospital bed. And then somebody says, yo, how you feeling, gang? He's like, I'm all right, bro. I can't really move my arm. It's ass. Hopefully I'm out soon. So it seems to be like he doesn't seem concerned, or not concerned. PlaqueBoyMax doesn't seem too worried. He doesn't know what's going on. He'll probably get better soon.
Hopefully. That's kind of crazy. That's the same thing that happened to didn't that happen to Justin Bieber? And didn't that happen to dang, what's bro name? Lil Nas X. He couldn't move half his face either. I don't know I've never seen a person in real life have that problem. So I don't know how people are not able to move half their body. I don't know what y'all doing out there in the elites of the world, but y'all need to chill it out. I'm not gonna lie, y'all need to calm down.
Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. And then Nino Paid comes in. So Nino Paid is a XXL freshman this year, but he's been blowing up.
I've never heard of that name a day in my life. That's crazy. I'm just so detached. Nino Paid? Hey, shout out to him. He was a XXL freshman.
He had a lot of attention on his performance on the Lyrical Lemonade Lunchbox freestyle. And he says, yo, old, they hating with them weak beats. Hey, you know, Nino Paid locked in with PlaqueBoyMax then. And Cardo Got Wings continues. And he says, boys got they panties in a bunch. Oh my God. Not the bots on me now. White people mad about my tweets, dog. And I don't even know why he's got to bring it into this, because it's like, not a lot of other people that aren't white also think what you said is ridiculous. And then he says, I do not come to Twitter for validation, unlike you bot cum buckets. Okay, All right. You get on Twitter to tweet. That's it. And you're tweeting to an audience. So yes, you do come on Twitter for other people to see what you say, or you just say it to yourself or say it to one of your homies. Nothing y'all can say on this even affects me. This ish for ishes and giggles, y'all overly tight. Y'all got to pull up on me and get active the way y'all talking on here. LMAO. Oh, but he's not. He's unbothered and nothing.
Niggas always be talking about pull up on me. Pull up on PlaqueBoyMax then. Pull up on PlaqueBoyMax. You got problems with him, you tweeting. You tweeting. Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on him when he got security with Glockies. You know what I mean? Let me not say just pull up on PlaqueBoyMax. You know what I mean? But, yeah, bro. You started the Twitter fingers. Bro started the Twitter fingers and then are saying, bro, y'all got Twitter fingers, bro. Y'all out here just saying whatever, bro. You started it. You did it first. What are you talking about? Bro got to be on some drugs. He got to be on some drugs. Maybe he was talking to some of his old head homies, you know, and they're like, bro, PlaqueBoyMax, he go hard. Trust, like, he gonna be next up. And he's like, bro, that nigga suck. And he had to tell the world. Or maybe he didn't expect it to pop off because none of his shit probably pop off. But anyway.
Nothing affects him. Come on now. And he says, y'all buy blue checks to feel important, and that sucks because I'm all for mental health awareness. Let's start a prayer circle. This is very goofy. A lot of people buy blue checks because they get paid off of it. So if somebody drops, what, $8, $9, and they're one of those people that's tweeting a ton all the time, and they make, let's just even say $15, then they're tweeting anyway. So they just got another $10. They just got a meal off of it. They're probably going to get more than that, but they just got more money than they put in. So why they're not paying for a blue check to feel important. There's a lot of other benefits that come with a blue check, but I wouldn't expect somebody that hates on PlaqueBoyMax for no reason at all. This is the thing that irritates me, dog. Like, if you unprompted, by the way, and I will say we're gonna start this conversation off with showing love because I'm gonna get worked up. So there is an issue. There are certain people you can and cannot show love to. I'm gonna keep it real here. This is specifically a male-based conversation. So if a guy, they're like, yo, you never give them their flowers while they're here. Well, there are certain people, if you give them credit and you're like, yo, your work is really good, or that's really good, whatever the case may be, that individual sees to it that you can never criticize them about anything in the future. So I don't want to drop names, but there are some people like, yo, weren't you like so they'll turn it into D-riding. So you say you respect something that they did, and then they'll be like, yo, wasn't you D-riding me? And you're like, what are you talking about? I said what you did was good, and then now I'm saying what's going on right now isn't that great. He's like, nah, keep that same energy. You was D-riding me back then. So there are individuals like that, and individuals like, so you got to be very careful when who not to show love to. So because D-riding is very, very different from just showing love, showing appreciation. However, if you are an individual like this guy, to want to hit up PlaqueBoyMax and say, yo, let's do something. Either what, you wanted to make music with him or hop on a stream. And part of hopping on a stream would be to make music with him. And PlaqueBoyMax's music is actually doing very well right now. He's got a song with Fred again, who's one of the biggest acts to blow up in the past couple of years, and Skepta. And that song is, what was it on the FIFA soundtrack? That song is doing very, very well. That song, Victory Lap, how many streams has that got? 84 million right now. Are these two Victory Lap 5? Is that a different one? I can't really tell. No. That's the remix. That's got 18 million. So he got a song with one of the hottest guys out right now. And where I personally think this comes from is envy, jealousy, because you have to be impressed with what PlaqueBoyMax has done in the past couple of years. There's no way you're not. Maybe you don't like his music. Maybe you don't think he's the greatest artist. Maybe you don't think he's the greatest producer or the best rapper. And with all of that, I can understand that. But what he's built with what he's done with music, making it so interesting, bringing in a lot of different, and this is the thing, the dude started with underground artists. It's not like, oh, he blew up and then now he started collaborating with the biggest artists in the game. No, this guy was collabing with underground artists, doing in the booths, to a point where the bigger artists noticed. He started bringing them on whilst also being an entertaining figure. He didn't just stay stuck in music, but is still associated with music, and has largely done this without any controversy. Nobody has anything bad to say about him. Nobody's saying PlaqueBoyMax snaked them or PlaqueBoyMax did them dirty. He just didn't respond to your DM or didn't open it. It was just left in the message request. So I think the envy here is he feels like, why is this guy getting so much more attention than me? Rap must be dead. And it's like, yo, why are you tripping off of it? Or at least hold that internally. You don't got to let that out into the world. And then like trying to promote his music after that, it just comes across as bitter, lame. There's nothing you can say. So that was one scenario. One scenario is he respected what he was doing, he liked what he was doing, and he wanted to link up with him. And he got aired, as the UK people would say. So that's one. The other one is you never respected what he had going on, and you wanted to link up with him anyway because he was clouded and he was going to get you a lot of views and a lot of attention. And then that makes you fake for that. So which one is it? So I don't know which one it is for Cardo. And I just think this is one of those moments where you realize, like, what type of energy someone's on. Like, if you're going to hate, at least to hate and never have DM'd the guy. And he knows that he's DM'd the guy too, which is the crazy part. So you know that he's going to reply back. I don't think he knows that, but you should know that he's going to reply back to you. And you're using the name of one of the biggest streamers in the game right now. I just think it's really immature from this guy. Now, people are doing the most if they're calling him trash because this guy ain't trash. Yeah, I could say that what he's doing is ridiculous, that I do think that there's an amount of envy that he feels towards PlaqueBoyMax, and he's hating on PlaqueBoyMax, but am I going to sit here and say Cardo Got Wings is a trash producer? Absolutely not. That would be a lie. I could not lie like that. Cardo Got Wings is a good producer from what I've heard. And I've heard maybe the tracks that I know that I have heard that he has produced are at least like 3 to 4, and I enjoyed those tracks. So I'm not going to sit here and be like him and hate. He's a solid producer. It is what it is.
Hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.